Hey there, it's J-Dog. Hey, today I'm at Everglades National Park in southern Florida. Everglades National Park is a huge national park. There's a map here behind me which I'll show you just some of the areas we're going to visit here. We are right here at the main visitor center, and we are going to travel along this road. It's like a 40-mile road, and we are actually going to camp down here at Flamingo, but all of this is Everglades National Park. This is the Ernest F. Coe Visitor Center. This is one of 4 visitor centers, and we're just going to take a walk in here and see what this is like. Well, this is what the inside of the Ernest F. Coe Visitor Center looks like. It's pretty cool. Got some nice displays here of the animals we're going to see and the wildlife. Well, that was okay as visitor centers go. Most of the stuff we're going to see here at the Everglades is outside anyway, but it was good to get a map, get a stamp, and so let's keep going, show you the drive along the road and a couple more scenic spots. Well, I'm at the Royal Palm Center here at Everglades National Park, and we're going to do a little walk here on Aninga Trail, just a little boardwalk trail, see some wildlife and show you what it's like. Pretty trail.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, very nice. And we're coming up, and I think I just spied our first alligator right over there. I'll zoom in so you can see him. Yep, he's a pretty big guy. I'm sure we're going to see lots more of them while we're here. This trail gives you a nice view of the sawgrass, which is really what makes up a lot of the Everglades. This grass with the water channels and stuff, but real pretty here. The key thing here down the Everglades is water. There's water everywhere you look, and even though it looks a lot of green that you see here, water underlies a lot of what we're going to see down here. And all this water really flows down from Lake Okeechobee area, flows south into the Bay of Florida. But this has been a nice little walk. Highly encourage, if you're in Everglades National Park, stop at Royal Palm and do the Aninga Trail. Well, we made it to the end of that long 40-mile road. We're at Flamingo. This is the end of the road. It's as far south as you can go in Everglades National Park. This is a real pretty spot. It's right on the water here, as you can see, but it's very picturesque. Here at Flamingo, there's a marina, which I'll talk about in a little later, where you can get boat tours. But there's also camping areas, and I'll show you where we're staying at the T-Loop, but there's also tent areas and other areas that I'll show you. This is where we're staying at Flamingo. This is the T-Loop, which is really for RVs. I'll show you some clips of the tenting areas, which is just for tents. But this area has power at about 40 of the sites. There's no water, but there is a water spigot to fill up water, and there is a dump station. I really like the campground. For a national park campground, it's beautiful, and I like how everything is spaced out, and it is very quiet here, other than the hum of air conditioners. It can be very hot here at Flamingo. We're camped, as you see in the clips I showed you, in a field. There are some beautiful little mahogany trees that give some shade, but it's pretty sunny and hot. The other thing here at Flamingo and throughout the Everglades are bugs. Mosquitoes are pretty ferocious. Just as the sun's starting to come down, they come out in droves. That's why I'm wearing really long sleeves here. But it's pretty bad. You got to have bug juice or some protection, or go inside because the bugs are pretty ferocious here. In addition to the campground they have at Flamingo and a visitor center, they have a marina, which is big for fishermen here. A lot of fishing boats are out here. They have a store, but they also do boat tours. And we're going to be taking a boat tour here in a few minutes and going out into the water and see wildlife. Well, I enjoyed my visit to Everglades National Park. This place is huge. We probably only saw a very small part of it, but we were here for 2 nights in 3 days, March 2nd and 3rd, and we left on the 4th. But no, it was very different. It is so remote. It reminded me almost of Big Bend National Park, where totally different terrain, but just very remote, and nothing's there, you know, nothing's down here. While we were here, we took the boat tour and did a little hiking, and just kind of walked around the shoreline and the marina and just saw the sights. I was a little disappointed in the lack of wildlife. When we were up at Royal Palm, we saw a lot of wildlife, a lot of birds and fish, and that huge gator. But down here at Flamingo, it was a little disappointing. We did, on the boat tour, saw a bird, a couple birds, and a gator, but really not a lot of birds. I was really disappointed that down here in Flamingo we didn't see really a lot of birds at all. But well, who knows? They could have been on vacation. But no, I enjoyed our visit. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe. See you on down the road.